Good morning, guys. Today we are back to work on the Quilt Builder card deck. We're going to do another block from this box. Remember that it is copyright 2018 by C&T Publishing, and I'm going to show you what they want you to accomplish, and then I'm going to put the block together using the techniques that I know, not necessarily the directions or the measurements that they've used. But I will be making 10.5-inch blocks from this. So let's look at this and see which block we're building today and get it put together. Have a great day. Okay, guys, easiest block ever. I can't imagine how much simpler this could get. This requires 4 pieces of fabric. I'm going to mark my background fabric across once. From corner to corner. Then I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine. We're going to sew down with a scant 1/4 inch seam on each side of that marked line. Using a 1.5 stitch length and a 1/4 inch, scant 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm not pulling, I'm not pushing, I'm just letting the feed dogs do their job. Take it over and let's cut along that marked line. We're going to apply heat real quickly just to open up the. And now that I've got them opened, I'm going to turn them so that they are opposite. So the dark color goes to the light color and vice versa. I am going to put a pin in these. I can find a pin. Because I'm going to nest my colors together. I'm going to put these together so that the colors nest right there. And put a pin in, and then do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to use my ruler and my pencil to mark another corner to corner mark. Do the same with the other color, the yellow. Again, nesting the corners together. I'm going to do the same with the other color, the yellow. I'm making sure the colors go together and nest at the seam. And again, right there in the middle. And I'm drawing straight across from diagonal to diagonal. And then we're going to put another seam in here. So let's go over to this. So I'm going to do this one more time. We're going to do a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance, again with a 1.5 stitch length. Both directions. And then cut along that marked line again. Now what you have is 4 hourglass blocks with perfect center points. And we're going to lay this out according to the directions on the card. We're going to put one this way, one this way, and then the other 2 go this direction. Then we're going to sew 2 together and then sew the 2 rows together. So back at the sewing machine, what we're going to do is we're going to sew our 2 blocks together. Quarter inch seam allowance, still the 1.5 stitch length. I'm going to apply a little heat to both seams. And I am putting pins in this. To keep my seams nested and so that I don't lose my points in the center. or over here at this edge. These are biased, they will stretch, so be careful when you're pinning and putting things together. And then back down here too. And I pulled the pen out of the way of the seam allowance. And then one more spot where you want to watch right here. If you can see that. Here's my points. So I want to make sure I keep my needle on the outside of that point so I don't lose it. Even if it means I have to fudge the seam allowance a little bit. Okay, so our block is done. This is the Big Dipper. Measures 10.5 inches. I did do a little trimming to get dog ears off and even up the sides, but it's exactly like the card calls for. Let me hold this up here so you guys can see it. That's the design. And this is the block. One of the easier blocks. They have you cut everything into triangles and then sew. I don't like doing it that way because there's too many chances to stretch the bias edge. So I did everything as hourglasses, and I think that worked out just fine too. All right, I will see you next week for the next block out of the Quilt Builder card deck series. Y'all have a great day.